I've been working with the Weddin Community Wild Plant Nursery volunteers to engage them, to train them and help them learn to propagate their locally provenanced native seeds. We're growing them out to service projects, on-ground projects that are looking at increasing biodiversity outcomes. We're looking at extending vegetation links in the catchment. We're working to the Lachlan Catchment Management Plan, and everything we do is planned towards that outcome. We've partnered with bodies like TAFE, the Weddin Shire Council and the Lachlan Catchment Management activities to help train and engage local volunteers towards outcomes in the urban areas, a special focus of ours over the last couple of years. We will continue to partner with these bodies towards outcomes, on-ground outcomes, community engagement, capacity building. We've run a Conservation and Land Management Certificate 2 and 3 in partnership with TAFE, and we've also raised the money from the RLF funding to enable this process to happen.
Trying to improve the longer term environmental outcomes for urban habitation. In particular, we're trying to improve habitat for urban wildlife, and we applied for a community action grant a couple of years ago in which we were successful. Another way we're looking at improving long-term environmental outcomes is by creating a seed bank. The seed bank is where we'll be keeping all the seed that we collect, and not just from our group but from other groups in the eastern part of the Lachlan catchment. As well as that, we're also recording all our information on a seed database, which the Murray CMA have very kindly allowed us to use.
This is where the volunteers are really part of the nursery. And these volunteers are all semi-retired or retired people who really do have an appreciation of the environment and are very willing to give their time and their energy in helping us plant these local natives. The nursery is actually open 3 mornings a week, and at this stage it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 9 a.m. until 12 midday. And it usually is a very busy 3 hours.
I've come along here to pick up free plants that have been given away. I love plants, and when they're free it's even better. Particularly native plants. I own about 4 hectares of land. It's designated as land use, sort of other use. It's not really viable farmland. It's been trashed in the past, and my wife and I and my son want to revegetate the area, so we're interested in learning about seed collecting and how to identify plants, and how to use the skills and the knowledge that the people here have got to be able to increase their own skills and knowledge, and to be able to make our place a better habitat than what it is at the moment for local animals. Currently I'm undergoing some training, 6 sessions. It's just an introduction to plant identification and seed collecting, understanding how plants work basically, what kinds of things are in our area, what kind of things to avoid bringing into the area and why.
We started this project with Weddin Land Care and our local urban group approximately 12 months ago. I had a meeting with Nicola Lewis and suggested a site for her for this project, and I went ahead in leaps and bounds. TAFE is very pleased with the results, and as far as they're running courses, they run an outreach skill course, and that in turn led to a full-time Certificate 2 course in horticulture being run here in conjunction with the nursery. We happen to think also with TAFE that it's a win-win situation, and as far as our grounds that weren't being utilised are now being used, and also it's attracting people. And as far as you have vehicles parked here, people around the campus, which brings in other community members to find out what's going on, or you get questions or phone calls, and it all augurs well for our little trade fair.